Hello there, this is Brady Watkins with Leverage Wealth Management. I hope you guys are doing well. We are back with another product review, and today we are going to take a look at AIG and their IUL product, the Max Accumulator II. Just like our other product reviews, we are going to go through a few sets of criteria and kind of just see if this product fits the bill and is worthy of a recommendation or a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And so we're going to go through the first few sets of what it takes to be a good product. So the first thing with AIG is just talking about their reputation. This is an A-rated company. AIG has a lot of lines of business, and so they are a very large company. This is where we head into one of the only problems that people have with AIG is their customer service, customer support. You can go anywhere online and see that they have trouble, probably because of their size of their company, with handling customer service, response times. You probably will be on hold for a while if you contacted AIG. But regardless, they have a great reputation with their products. They have an A-rated company from the BBB and other ratings companies, and so we would trust them in terms of reputation. Now, the next one we want to talk about is fees. And what we mean by fees is, do they stack up along with the rest of the industry in terms of keeping their fees low and providing a good policy for their policy owners. And so taking a look at these fees, they have updated it. This is in 2021, so they've updated it to the new 7702 laws. And so these fees are relatively low. They're actually one of the lowest in the industry, and so they stack up really well in terms of fees. And this is really important in finding the right IUL, because in order to maximize your income and cash flow inside of these policies, we have to be able to design these with minimal fees. It takes out the commissions, it takes out all of the fluff of these policies in order to really make these policies shine, make them be efficient, and make them possible to accomplish some income later in life. So there are no real red flags in terms of fees and fee structure with this product. And so AIG does a good job of producing a great product in terms of fees. The next thing we want to talk about is the different indexing options of this policy. As stated before, we want to make sure we have a diverse group of indexing options available to us in any given product. And so we think that in order to have good indexing options, we want a diverse group of options available to us. And we think AIG does a good job of that. So I wanted to highlight here, this is just a AIG illustration that I have pulled up here for you. And it shows us the 4 different types of indexing options along with their fixed interest option here. They have 2 volatility controlled indexes and 2 equity indexes. And so that is a good blend of indexing options for us. The first one is a blended strategy between the S&P without dividends and a Treasury futures return index from Merrill Lynch. And so they're able to give you a volatility controlled index here. The next one is a global participation rate strategy using the PIMCO index. A lot of companies and carriers use this PIMCO index in order to give you a volatility controlled index. Now, we really think these are good options for you. And then they also have the 2 S&P strategies here that give you the more standard route of investment strategy inside of this policy. And so the next thing I want to go to is this cap rate. Now, the top 2 do not have any kind of caps on this index. The S&P high cap strategy is going to have a 10% cap, and the high bonus strategy is going to have a 7.75 cap. And so moving on to the participation rates, the blended 115 participation rate, the global PIMCO index 80% participation rate. That's relatively low in terms of participation rates. But what AIG offers to you with no additional charge is what they call a current account value enhancement, meaning after the 5th policy year, they will tack on this enhancement value percentage with no additional charge, and this is going to be to you, the policyholder, on top of your index gain for that policy year. So depending on the index, you get a certain percent. The blended gets the most here with a 65 basis point enhancement on top of your policy gain for that year. And so this is a really great added value to your product that doesn't come with an extra cost. And that's what we really want to look for in these policies, is what is giving you the best bang for your buck, what is able to be designed well using their fee structure, and what kind of policies and products have bells and whistles that we don't have to pay for that end up really aiding and helping our policy grow. And so this account value enhancement is a great addition to this product, and it makes it a really strong product. Their fixed interest strategy is at 2%. This is relatively low for the industry. And so if you were looking to purchase an IUL and put it into a fixed interest strategy, this probably wouldn't be the policy for you because their fixed interest option is relatively low for the industry. So let me get this all out of the way here and go ahead and just say, this is what we would describe as a diverse group of crediting options. Now, you have your volatility controlled indexes, you also have your equity indexes in the S&P, and you have a high chance to get good policy gains with these types of indexing options, especially the ones without caps. So the next thing I want to talk about is their loan provisions. And this is where we get to probably the only other thing that we kind of have a qualm with in terms of this product. And so I wanted to highlight this as it comes up on my screen here. This is the same illustration that we're looking at. This just highlights the different kinds of loan provisions inside of this policy. And so we have two types of loan provisions, standard and participating. Standard is also known as a wash loan, meaning it is losing its interest earning power, but it will be credited at or around the same amount of interest as it is being charged. And so AIG has this thing called preferred loans, meaning just if you last 10 years into the policy, you get more of what other carriers are calling the wash loan. In particular, instead of being charged 3% and being credited 2%, 10 years down the road, your charge is going to go down to 2% and you're still being credited that 2%. So that's what the difference is in between the two qualified and not qualified. The participating loans is keeping the interest earning power of your dollars inside of your policy, and AIG allows you to continue to pick the indexes that you are wanting your loaned out dollars to be inside of, which is great. That's a huge benefit, and that's really what we look for. The only problem here that we have is the fact that right here you can see that this loan provision varies by year. And you can see here the cap is currently sitting at 8%. And so this is what we call a variable participating loan. Right now it is sitting at 4.5%, which actually is a great loan option. However, we are adding a little bit of risk by having a product that is not a fixed loan. And with that comes added risk, and we don't want added risk necessarily in these types of products. We want to eliminate as much risk as possible in order to maximize and really predict what these policies are going to do and how these are going to perform. And so, do we suggest AIG as a carrier? Would we give a thumbs up or a thumbs down on this policy? We would give it a thumbs up. AIG is a great A-rated company. Their fee structure is low. Their indexing options are diverse. The loan provisions are not anywhere close to the worst in the industry. We would love them to add a fixed participating option. But regardless, AIG is a great company. They have a great product in this Max Accumulator II. And we would say that the good far outweighs the bad with this policy and this product. And so hopefully this was helpful for you. If you have any questions or if you have a certain product that you would like reviewed, feel free to reach out. Please hit the subscribe button and let us know if you have any questions in the comments below. This has been Brady Watkins with Leverage Wealth Management. You guys have a great day.